Welcome back to another edition of Thompson Family Garage, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Today we're going to work on our Volkswagen car. We had a little accident. I was driving.
Going over a
hit a pothole in the road. Oh, shaky. Put a hole in the plastic oil pan right there because it hit the ground first, and yeah, the oil exited all over the road. So we have a new oil pan.
And it's metal.
Take it out of here. Just pull. A new steel oil pan. She's perfect. And
There's a bit plastic right here.
Oil pan gasket. And we have some new oil. And an oil filter.
Oil filter gasket. And
yeah. And Mr. Caden found the tools, the correct tools to take off the oil pan. The plastic one. So we're going to loosen them by hand first. And then we're going to impact them off.
I'm going to put this on here.
And hopefully there's nothing that's bent in the bottom there, like the oil pickup or anything else that hangs lower here. I don't think there is, because it looks like just the end is cracked, but I'm pretty impressed with this steel oil pan. It's pretty heavy.
Heavy duty.
It should work pretty good. So next time we hit one of them potholes, all it's going to do is put a dent in here. It's not going to let the oil out, right?
Or keep driving.
We'll be able to keep driving. Yeah, we had to walk home, get the truck,
get Alice, and then
pull this thing back home. It was only a couple miles from our house, right?
Yeah, you pop this out, there's a hook comes out, and then
yep,
you can tow it.
So we're gonna set this up, maybe time lapse underneath, see how quick Caden goes here and see how this goes. Right? Shouldn't take too long. Then we'll show you how to change the oil filter. Okay, let's get going.
Okay.
Right here. So this young man has the oil pan off, and by gosh, look, she is broken. Wow.
This pushed in here, there's a big crack over there.
No wonder it let the oil out, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, look at that thing. I was gonna get a new oil pan when it was brand new and get a steel one, but I didn't because I couldn't find one. No access. Nobody had one in stock, so I just left it. And I don't know, I guess if your oil pan's hitting the ground, then you're probably in the wrong place anyways. So we'll just fix it. New oil pan here. The oil level sensor was here, just to simply unbolts. It bolts onto this one. Little different style of gasket on this one.
Came with this fancy little cover.
That's where it was, yep. So we'll just bolt the new one on here. This is drain plug's already tight, I checked it.
Some fresh new nuts.
Yeah, so we'll check the surface of the bottom of the engine block, make sure that it's all clean, wipe all the oil off, and then we'll plunk this up there.
Yep.
Tighten the bolts. But yeah, I know lots of other people have done this with Volkswagens, but first time for me. What is the bottom? What does it look like underneath there? Good?
Yeah.
No damage? Okay. So here's a look from underneath here. It looks like nothing is broken. Nothing else is broken. This plastic tray here, I guess, is intact, and the oil pump pickup is not broken off. This guard here looks like it's all still there. Nothing looks cracked or damaged, so that's a good sign. So the story on this, we were driving down the road and I kind of knew the pothole was there, but they had recently done some work on that back road, and I was following somebody and they went across it, but it was a big truck, and I went across it and we're this little car, so it bottomed out and broke the oil pan. So we phoned the appropriate people and mentioned it to them, and lo and behold, 5 days later the road was repaired. So to everybody that goes down that road, you're welcome. Cost us an oil pan, but wasn't really too expensive, and at least we can do it ourselves, right? Yeah. So that's the story. So one thing we just noticed was this oil pan is thicker here, obviously, right? So some of the bolts are too long to compress the oil pan gasket. So we're going to add 2 washers on each screw, and then that'll be about the thickness of what's there, comparison to the steel oil pan and the gasket. So if you're doing this, that's something to take in mind, because the screws bottom out in the bottom of the hole before they get tight. So if you're doing this, make sure you notice that and pay attention. There we go. So the oil pan is all on there. Everything's buttoned up. 2 washers on each bolt because the bolts are long now. The oil level sensor is installed back in the steel oil pan. And yeah, pretty impressed with the quality of that pan. It's thick. Should be pretty good under there. So now, Mr. Caden here found a socket that fits this little cup here, I guess. That's where the
11/4.
That's where the that's 1 1/4.
It's 1 1 4.
That's where the engine oil filter is. So we have a new one of those, and we're going to change it. So just take that off.
We don't need another wheel barrel.
You turn it that way?
Off. Yep. There you go. It's just plastic, so it's not on there really tight. So that's good. Right there. Stop. Stop. You hold this. I'll get dirty.
Is there a new filter coming through? And then there.
Pretty easy, these Volkswagens. Nice that it works from the top, right?
Instead of from the bottom.
So you just pull this thing out. Show us over here. There's the new one, right? And wipe hands off. The new one just plunks right on there. Snaps in. Feel the snap in. Comes with a new O-ring. Pay attention to here. Just put the O-ring on. Goes down in the groove right there. And you want to have a little bit of lubricant on that O-ring so when it goes back in there, it's good. Now we just plunk that right back down in the same hole. Stay there. And that, like I said, this is just plastic, so don't over tighten it and break it. Just needs to be snug, and that's all. Right there, perfect. So now we just put the oil in, right? I've already cleaned off around where the oil filler is. Take that out. We'll just set it down over here probably. Dump the oil in.
Which is right over there.
Way over there, yep.
And pour it in there.
We'll start it up. And we're gonna fire her up.
Right now. So down here we spilled a little windshield washer fluid. She works. Woo-hoo! Yep, she's working. There we go. She works.
There. Sounds normal. Right on. So now when we get down on the ground off of these stands, we'll check the engine oil level again, right?
Yep.
It's on that little dipstick tube, but checking it up here might be different than when it's on the level ground. It's on an angle. Show them the angle.
Angle like this.
Oh, that's a little extreme angle. It might be a little angle like this.
The tires are like
Not
this,
like that.
but the oil thing might be like
Whoa.
this thing.
Anyways, I think that's mission accomplished for that. Engine oil change, engine oil pan change, hey? Yeah. And she all looks good underneath there. Let's say that's mission accomplished. Mission complete. Or accomplished, or all that stuff. Good job, Bob. Yeah. Okay. Thompson Family Garage out for today. Bye.